What's up, everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. It's a little chilly out here, and I didn't have the heat running in the RV this morning, so you might see a little condensation coming off my breath, a little smoke. I'm not smoking nothing, it's just coming out of the air. But yo, let's get into this title real quick. Black versus white. Who's the winner? Who won? Who we won? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, clickbait. Got you here. If y'all watch my videos, you know I might throw out some titles that don't actually mean what you think they mean, but to me, it means this. We're going to get into it. So, you're talking about Russia, Ukraine, Russia and the U.S., possibly a war breaking out in the near future or not. Who knows what's going to happen? But look at it from this point of view. And first, let me double back. For all of y'all, because I got on this rant the other day with a video I dropped, and I was talking about language, the English language, and how it's meant to be used like a sword, one person against another. Whether you know it or not, you're slicing folks to pieces with your vocabulary. You know, if it's the only language you know, you got to use it to communicate because you over here. Your language was changed from what it was to this, and now you only know this. You don't even know no previous languages unless you're from another country. Most people from other countries know more than one language. They know English and their original language, their native language. So they already have two languages on you right there. They can communicate around you and you don't know what's going on. You ever been at a restaurant or some spot where they're speaking some other language and you're like, what did they just say? Did they say something about me? You at the nail salon and they in the Vietnamese in there, they're doing all that, and you're like, and they start laughing, and you're like, oh, I bet they talking about saying something funny about me, right? They may have just been saying, yo, you know it's a sale at Marshall's today. You would never know because you don't know no other languages. So black people, white people in the USA who only know English, you are the losers. And here's why. First, you got to know how to move. You're in a land where there's other cultures from other countries already here. They have resources and tools that might save you and your family, but yet you haven't even taken the time to learn even how to say hello. So I'm going to just practice what I preach. So let me throw some stuff out there real quick. I'm going to say some shout outs to some of the people groups out there. So to all my Hispanic people, hola, señorita. All right. So to all my Japanese people, konnichiwa. To all my Korean people, annyeonghaseyo. To all my Chinese people, ni hama, ni hama. To all my Vietnamese people, Xing Chao, Xing Chao. All right. Bosnian, kakasi. Russian, privet, privet. Let's see, German, Guten Tag, Guten Tag. Who else we got out there? All the other groups out there, Ciao. And then to all my people over in they call it the Middle East, but it's Africa. Shalom, shalom. All my French people over there. Bonjour, bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour, madam. All right. Slovakia bien. There's some other languages I might know how to say hello and goodbye in, but, and I'm a little off practice, no excuse, I'm going to get back on it. But just saying hello and goodbye in a different language, to a different culture of people, will open up so many doors for you, you will be shocked. If I go into a Korean restaurant and I say, annyeonghaseyo, say, hello, how are you? They will, oh, you know how to speak in my language. If you go into, a Vietnamese nail salon and you say, Xing Chao, and they would say, oh, you know how to say hello. What else you know how to say? How to say. And you can say choop choop Vietnamese. I know a little bit of Vietnamese. Choop, they say choop choop. So if I want them to come here, Vietnamese, I'll say la dai, la dai. And A-N-H is for the man. And then M-E-M is for a female. La dai M, la dai M. I'm telling her to come here. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why you want to, like I said, let's go back, black, white, in America, black versus white, losers. Who's the loser? Those who don't know anything about a second language. If some country invades America, China, Russia, or both, and They at your front door and you don't even know how to say anything like hi, hello. Maybe you could count in Chinese or something. You could say E, R, sun, su, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Vietnamese are probably not going to attack America. They're going to stay over there and chill. I'll probably be back over there with them or something. I'm about to jet to Vietnam here in a little bit anyway. We got to go over there and visit, come back. We're just waiting for some stuff to dematerialize so that you're not required to do so much stuff to get on the damn plane and go over there. So we're going to wait till that drops off, and then we're going to get back in motion, going back and forth to Vietnam. But somebody invades your landscape and they're there and you don't know anything about their language or culture, you just a prisoner of war. You a POW. Plus, you don't even know what they talking about. At least I know a little bit like Russian. I could count my daughter. She's 3, gonna be 4. That's my youngest. I got 4 others, but my oldest is 27, gonna be 28 this year. She reminds me, I taught her how to speak. I'm teaching her how to speak 5, maybe 6 languages. So she already has English. Her mom is Vietnamese, so there's 2 already. So we're teaching her Chinese, teaching her a little Russian, teaching her Spanish, and what else we teaching her? A little Korean. So when you do a bunch of training with your child before they reach age 6 is the cutoff point for your brain to absorb most everything that you learn by that point is going to be who you are in the future. So, and what I mean by that is, as far as training is concerned, that's when you're at your highest level of reception of everything. Like they're intercepting all information and recording it into the subconscious. All your subconscious does is records. It doesn't matter what you're watching. Your subconscious records all the sounds, the audio, and the visual. What that means for us with language skills, subconsciously is where you want to be learning, because that's how it comes back to your memory, comes back to your conscious thoughts. You got to subconsciously, that's how they're training you to be subconsciously a zombie. So on the exterior, you kind of still walking around normal looking, whatever that is. But subconsciously, you're a damn paralyzed schizophrenic zombie who can't decide to turn right or turn left unless he's told to. This is where they want us. But anyway, I digress. We'll get into that in another video. So you got these languages that we need to learn. And I was telling you how I was teaching my 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old. She reminds me of the words. Like I was having a problem this morning. I was like, let's go over Russian. Let's do the numbers. And I might forget. If you're Russian and you see this video, put it in the comments below and help me out. I got to get back on game. But I know at least I can count 1 through 5, I think. Adim, Va, Tre, Jadida, Bir. I think there's one, Shevit, Vorsham, and another one. Dang, I can't remember right now. But I at least got 1 through 5. Adim, Va, Tre, Jadida, Bir. Okay, so if I hear some Russian person saying Bir, or I hear some Russian person counting some numbers, I might be able to pick off one and kind of know what they're talking about. If I hear a Vietnamese person say something like, well, I won't say that. Well, y'all won't know what it is. If I say it and a Vietnamese person is watching, they speak Vietnamese, they would know what I'm saying. Now, this is a cuss. This is bad words to them. It's funny to them, but if I say boo cat or I say cum cat, then if you're Vietnamese and you hear that, you know what I'm talking about. You're probably laughing right now. How does he know those words? So there's some sexual innuendo kind of stuff. I'm not going to even tell you, but like Spanish, they got bad. Every language got bad words. You say punta or something like that, or I forget a lot of those bad words in those. The best way to start learning a language, to interact with other people that speak that way, is to learn the bad words. Learn the bad words, right? And then they'll accept you in the clique. Because they're like, yo, this dude know what? She knows that? Oh, man. Yeah, come on. Sit down over here. You don't know how many times I've been to Korean restaurants. I'm talking about the real Korean restaurants. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that you get some Korean food at the grocery store and think you eating Korean or something, or the real Japanese restaurant. I'm not talking about the Japanese steakhouse over there frying rice and shit. When you go to Japan, they do not eat like that. Somewhere they might serve some dishes like that. But most of your Japanese cultural foods are like roots, and there's sesame seed on top of this and a whole bunch of colorful stuff you ain't never seen before. Then you get to the meal, but you're going to eat some type of root-based fruit. I said roots from a plant, and then they soak it or marinate it in some type of sauce for a long time. You know, like kimchi. There's more out there than just kimchi. If you know what kimchi is, it's just cabbage soaked in kind of a spicy vinegar or something like that, and it marinates in there until it actually ferments, and then you get this flavor later. So vegetables and stuff ferment. If you put them in a glass jar, you can ferment any, like fruit, vegetables. They have a fermentation process that occurs that makes it taste a little bit different. It releases a lot of different components from the vegetable or the fruit. Of course, you know fermentation occurs when you are making alcohols or wines. You put a bunch of grapes in a bottle, pour some sugar in there, let it sit for a month or so. It's turning into wine. The fermentation process takes place. So that's how a lot of the Japanese foods are when you eat them. So that's something else you can delve into. You need to delve into. Get out of your comfort zone, black and white people, i.e. brown people, i.e. pinkish kind of pinkish colored people, because yeah, you're not black, and no, you're not white. Those are just status symbols applied to you to make you think you're white and to make you think you're black. This way, people get off of the human feature or aspect of each other, and now they got you separated by a class. So they had to put a name on the classes: black, white, Asian, Pacific Islander, or other. You can put anything on a piece of paper you want when you filling out paperwork, but don't put that you black if you brown. Don't put that you white if you really pink or some other color, olive, because they got you jumping into statuses, and they've taught you this since you was born, and then your parents, and then their parents. They taught all those groups of people what colors they were, and told you it was based on color, but it's really to tag you in a system. So anyway, back to opening your mind and opening your box, widening your parameters. Learn how to communicate with other cultures by first starting to say hello, goodbye in their language. The reason why you want to be able to do that is, one, so you can navigate easier through the landscape. In America, you got all these groups of people that speak different languages, and you might just know English. They know it too. But then when they start talking in secrecy around you, you feeling funny, feeling some kind of way, because you don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's your fault. Yeah, I'm too old to learn that, but that's your fault. Now, if your life depended on it, let's think of a prepper situation. Your life depends on you knowing in that moment what they about to do to you and your family. And you knew just enough about that language to know, wow, that Chinese dude just said, nothing there, at all. Okay, this nigga said he about to kill us. Yeah, I said it. He about to kill us? Oh, no, it's time to fight. See, that's what I'm saying. This language stuff can save your life. It could. It actually is communication skills, linguistics. This is how you would learn how to decipher what some other group of people are saying about you. This could be a skill set that you need to develop. Now, you might say, Major, look, I ain't got time. I'm 50 years old. I'm 51. Okay, big deal. I'm 50 years old, and man, I can't learn all this stuff. Learn one thing then. Learn how to say hello in Spanish. All it is hola, hola, okay? Then you come after that with como está, hola, como está. Señorita, that's female. Say something. Learn a little French. Bonjour, madame. So about très bien. That's it. Boom. Learn a little something and then expound on it. Get excited about learning it. for a purpose, for a reason, and then it turns into like, a quest for yo, I haven't learned everything I could learn in this life before I get low. I'm pushing for this. It's a skill set that'll help you navigate through any landscape. If you can speak just a little, that's why I started a long time ago. I started learning how to just say, I said, yo, I at least, because I was traveling around the world and doing stuff, right? And every country I go to, they're speaking all this yin yang stuff. And I'm like, okay, they about to throw a bag over my head and drag. I was in Qatar. They about to throw a bag over my head and drag me off somewhere. I wouldn't know. They just smiling. And then the next thing you know, boom, bag over your head. Well, if I'd have known a little bit about the language and I knew how to say hello to them, even if I just said shalom, 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 ashaleka shalom, or something like that, maybe he knows what we're talking about. We got to be careful now what we say around this one. He actually might know what we're talking about. We don't know. I could call your bluff. I could speak Chinese just enough to call their bluff, and then they might just start talking to me in English because he knows a little bit. He knows Chinese. I don't know what he know. And that's where you want to have people. I don't know what he know. So I got to come a little bit different angle with this one. They start talking English to you because you might pick off what they saying in Chinese. You see what I'm saying? Get you out of a jam. Or at least de-escalate the situation. So as a prepper, if you consider yourself some type of prepper, or you're prepping, you need to prep some other languages based on the community that's around you. So if you live around a lot of Hispanic people, but you don't know Spanish, that's a problem, yo. How you going to get some help from them? You don't even fit in. If you live in a community and you're surrounded by a bunch of Russian communities and stuff, don't you think you should know a little Russian? You at least say privet, hello, and dos vidanya, goodbye, or so whatever. See you later, dos vidanya. You got to be able to get to the next level here. You think it's just prepping food and water and all this other stuff. No, you need to be prepping up here. I told you in that other video yesterday, they tried to take my preps, and I'm pointing at my brain. They're trying to take this. They don't care nothing about your body because they know this controls your body. So if they can keep controlling this, they can govern your body easily. You know what I'm saying? So learning some other languages actually starts to take back some of that power that you really have to communicate. You can communicate with your loved ones. Maybe you say your password or your code word to get back in the house. Say you go out to handle some business and your wife needs to let you back in. Maybe you use a different language to do it in so nobody knows what you're saying. Or when the kids are scared, they use a foreign password to, Daddy, I'm scared, instead of saying it in English so people understand, other people will understand what they're saying too. So if you're going to be covert about things, start learning a little bit about another language. That's all I'm saying. So we're going to go back into, just to prove to you that English is such a jacked up language. And so a babbling, bumbled language. We're going to go through a couple of different things because I don't want people keep saying this to me when it's morning time. They say, good morning. Okay, good morning was trained to you in English. But my question would be to you, if you're the ones that say good morning, if you use that every day, what is good about mourning? When someone dies, you mourn. She's in mourning. You say, oh, Major, that's spelled different. Your subconscious don't care how it's spelled. It still hears it the same way. It associates it with mourning. The whole reason they use certain words, cliche catchphrases in the English language and made that the common everyday lingo is so that you would only vibrate on that low ass frequency that word is on. If you take the words and then you associate, did you know numbers are associated with each letter? And then each letter is calibrated and put where it's put so that the numbers are all lower frequency numbers. You know what I'm saying? The highest frequencies are like 432 and 5, another number. I'm a little rusty, but 432 megahertz, let's say. So if all of your tuning is at 100 megahertz, some low ass frequency like the rap music is today, that dumbed down, and they say they repeat the same, they do the repetitive repeating of the same phrase over and over and over. That's to hypnotize its listeners with the low frequency. So when you're using languages, if you notice with a lot of foreign languages, they're all high pitched. All that stuff, right? High frequency. They're vibrating linguistically on a higher frequency. They just learned English to deal with Americans, to get some American dream, or to come to America to get a better way of life. They don't ever necessarily leave their first language, because once you got it, you got it. They talk to each other in that language. They will talk to you in English. So my whole point is, winners, losers, black versus white. Everybody loses in America. Black versus white, you all lose because you don't know no other language skills. That's why you lose. When shit hits the fan and you come across somebody from another country, you're a loser because you're not going to be able to communicate. You're not going to know what they're saying. Oh, we're about to take all his stuff. Yeah, and they're smiling while they say, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, come on over. They about to take your stuff. You don't even know what they said. You don't even know where they're from. You don't even know what they look like. You haven't been studying any of this stuff. You can learn another language. You can have other skill sets other than buying stuff and stacking it up. If you have a great community that you're in and you learn to speak a little bit of that language, man, they'll let you in that joint like big time. I'm in it. I might not be in the big money click people groups, but I'm in the different language people groups. All I got, Vietnamese, I got more family members that will do something for me in the Vietnamese groups than I do in any American style group. No, they'll stop what they're doing and come over and assist. Or if you didn't know this, Vietnamese people at their homes, all them plants you see around the house, that's all food. That's all food. They're growing food. Y'all think it's landscape. Oh, that's a beautiful leaf. That big old leaf, that elephant ear leaf. I'm going to get me one of the. That's food. Oh, what's that purple plant over there? Food. Oh, what's all that growing on them vines? Food, food, food. So if you know a little Vietnamese, you go to the Vietnamese restaurants, hang out, break your old American eating habit stuff and get in some other genres of food. And some of y'all been to the Vietnamese restaurant. Y'all like to eat the pho. It's not food. P-H-O is pho. It's pronounced pho. Okay, it's almost like a F-H-O, pho, or F-H-A, pho. You have to pronounce it how they pronounce it, or they don't know what you're talking about. Go get you some pho. Go get you some, there's some other dishes that they have that, traditional dishes that if you look on the menu and read it, you might be interested in trying it. But when you stay so American minded that you don't try anything else, that's how you become a loser in life, because you're losing out on all these great experiences. You don't even, and that's the thing about America, you don't even have to fly to a whole nother country to get the experience of being in another country. Right here in Georgia, you can go here on Pleasant Hill Road. They got little China, little Korea, little Southeast Asia over there. The banks are Korean. They got their own banks. They got their own stores. They got their own mega marts. They got their own restaurants. They got their own, there's a place over there, Jeju Spa. You can go in there. It's a steam house. You can steam all the toxins out your body, get in the hot tub, get in the cold pool, go get a massage, go in the, they have all the steam huts there where you can go lay down in the sea salt hut, the clay hut, this one and that one. You can't even go to another country and experience all the other countries in one place but America. You can go experience all of the stuff in one spot in America. and you're not doing it. You're not taking advantage of none of this. If you are, hats off to you. Break out the box. You done broke out. But everybody else that ain't trying new stuff, because see, from a survival standpoint, these experiences help you deal with surviving maybe that way. Maybe somebody give you a box of food and you ain't never seen this kind of vegetable or this type of leaf or root before, and you got all this food in the box and you don't even know what to do with it. You ain't never experienced. You don't know what, you don't know nothing. There's so many different ways that you can prepare stuff if you delve into other cultures and how they do it. It'd be worth your time. Plus, it's fun. Plus, they eat healthier. Don't think, and this video wasn't supposed to be about just food stuff. This was about who's winning, black versus white, you know, blah, blah, blah. Language skills. You're all losers. Y'all thought if you came on this video, you thought, oh, it's blacks are going to fight against whites. It's going to be a race war. That's not what it was about. The title was about, I'm alerting black people, white people, i.e. brown, i.e. pink people, Caucasian people, native, indigenous people. I'm alerting you. You're losing out. You're losing a lot of ground by not learning how to go into other cultures to get resources. That's what I'm really talking about. If you're tired of American people not listening to you, not helping you, you got to get in some other cultural groups where they will. It's that easy. It's really not difficult. So listen, I'm going to hit back on the stupid English language thing. You got different words like, don't say to me, good morning. Like I said, why don't you say good day? Or in Vietnamese, they would say chào buổi sáng. Chào buổi sáng. That's the same as what you're using as good morning. But like I said, there are no good ways to mourn. It's just rough. That's a rough time. You got to deal with it. But don't tell me go be good morning something. I don't want to be on that low frequency. So I'm up here somewhere. So you say good day, chap. You can say chào buổi sáng. You can say konnichiwa, or however they say it Japanese. Good morning. I don't know. Say something other than good to go more. And also, appreciate it if y'all wouldn't leave comments like bless you. And if you break the word down, this trick language we have, this low denominated, low frequency, babbling language that we have to use. I'm stumbling over my words now. Can't even speak right. Probably my words are probably trying to come out in a different language and I'm having to use English. I don't know. But bless. Why don't you break the word down? Be less. Be less. You're telling me to be less of something. Bless you. Be less. Break the word down. Okay? You're losing by using the low frequency gestures and words and cliche catchphrases, all that stuff. You're losing because you're not demonetized. You're defrequencing, if that's such a word, frequencing. You're defrequencing. You remember I was telling you in another video yesterday, anything that starts with a DE is a negative connotation of something. So I got some more. Destruction, deficit, death, denial. What else? What's some more? Depart. She departed. Yeah, she gone. You see what I'm saying? DE. All of these English words are associated with numbers, numerology, and frequency. And when you put this combination of low frequency sounds together, it creates the energy of low frequency and imbalance. So I'm just letting you know, you're a loser. Black people, white people, if that's what you want to call yourself, when you don't go and delve into different ways of communicating and also experiencing other cultures' ways of doing things. So, yeah, it's a survival tip because you might find yourself in a heavily populated area and you only see this kind of people. You only see this kind of people. Can you associate? Can you say one thing in their language where they'll be like, Oh, okay. What's up? I'll listen further. I'm with you. You know, that's what happened. Every experience I've had, and I'm in a different country, I make sure I know how to say hello, goodbye. It turns the border agent from a aggressive natured person. I say something in his language to a, oh, here's your passport, sir. You know what I'm saying? It changes the energy. It changes how people will deal with you, and it might save your life. But look, this video went too long. 30 minutes, that's too long. I need to do these in about 15 minutes. Sorry about that. But I think it's a good investment, so I'm not really sorry. I'll take that back, put it in my pocket. We'll say that for later. But look, I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button. Listen, let me throw this out to you real quick. It'll be up tomorrow on the website, safetycomplianceagency.com. Major starting a survival boot camp. Survival boot camp training for you and your family. I'm going to have 3 packages. We're going to be on the 40 acres doing it. You're going to learn. Check this out. You're going to learn how to survive outdoors in a tent. You're going to learn how to put the tent up, you and your family, you and your girlfriend, you and your boyfriend, whoever your group is, or you individually. It doesn't matter. I've got a package for each group. So you're going to learn how to do tents. You're going to learn how to build fires. You're going to learn how to hike with a backpack on. You're going to learn how to do self-defense tactics, hand-to-hand tactics. You're going to learn some hand-to-hand tactics, okay? You're going to learn some things. You're going to learn how to throw a punch, how to block a punch, how to kick appropriately, how to kick with power. You're going to learn a wealth of things. Also, you're going to learn firearms training. You're going to learn, if you're a family, how to move as a group, how to use these techniques in a home defense situation, how to move from point A, the house, to point B, the car, how to tactically do that and watch each other and cover each other's six. You see what I'm saying? Watch each other's back while doing so. You're going to learn all of this stuff over a weekend period, 3 days, 2 nights, whatever, 3 days, 2 nights. And you're going to learn it out in the wild, out in the peacefulness of my 40 acres out in the middle of nowhere, where you'll be able to also in the evening, when we're not training, sit back and enjoy the clear skies and the stars out here and actually see them without smog or anything. Now, if you're not from this region, you can fly in. I'll give you all the information. You can drive in, give you all the information, come up, get you going, register for the program, and then bam, we'll schedule your weekend that you come out and do the training. Everybody needs this. I don't care if you're a seasoned veteran or if you're just a novice. Everybody needs to keep being in the element of being uncomfortable and having to make it happen for themselves. That's what this training is about. I'm not going to give you all the details of the training because I don't want to spend all of that time on here talking about each little thing. Major's going to be throwing, I'm drill sergeant you to death. You and your family are going to be worked over from the top to the bottom, to the bottom to the top. I'm going to make sure you are well acquainted with being uncomfortable, but knowing how to thrive in those situations. I'm going to make sure you know how to use your weapon systems that you may have at home, that, yeah, if somebody comes through the door, you can shoot. But if you are out in the wild or in a big area or a large area and a lot of people around, how are you and your family trained to move? Have you started teaching you and your family how you're going to move, doing scenarios and going from the car to this location, from this location to the car? Do you have a plan down? If the answer is no, I got you covered in the survival boot camp training this spring, this summer. I'm going to have the link below, and then get some other things done. I'll go in there and do it, put those packages up, and then bam, you'll be able to look at it and go pick which package you want. So anyway, this is Major Gardner. I hope this video helps you break out the box, open your mind, get another 2-step maneuver. You know, you can 2-step in Spanish or you can 2-step old school OG style R&B. It's your choice. But learn a different 2-step. You know, learn a different way to move. So hit the subscribe button. Don't forget Survival Boot Camp 2022. Major Gardner's going to be roughing you up. You're going to be able to register. Don't forget about that. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. This is Major signing off with another kind of cool video. Peace.